Hey everyone, it's me, Jules. I am back. Yeah. I decided to do a different type of video today. I decided to let you guys know what's going on in my life right now. So, starting off, most of you know that I am in college now. I'm going to Saddleback College. I did not want to go to Saddleback College when I graduated from high school. I was like, heck no, I don't want to go. I was like super down on it. My parents don't believe in debt, so I kind of had no choice. So I'm going there now. But the reason why I didn't want to go there, not because I didn't think it was a good school. It's definitely a good school. I've seen it through my sister. But it's just because I wanted that college experience that are like in the movies, but life's not a movie. I wish so. It would be awesome. But so I just wanted to be able to like live in a dorm, have a roommate, like do fun activities. But that didn't happen. So I'm at Saddleback. Going into Saddleback, I thought I knew what I wanted to be. I thought I knew what my major was gonna be until now. So going in, I thought I was gonna be studying nursing. I wanted to be a pediatric oncologist nurse practitioner. I have always known that, or always thought I knew that I wanted to go into the medical field. So when I was 5 years old, I asked for a doctor's kit for my 5th birthday, and I ended up getting one. I played doctor on all of my friends. I would prescribe medicine to them, which ended up being Tic Tacs and M&Ms. It's my favorite thing to play. I loved it. And then from there, my love just grew for that. And in 7th grade, I decided I wanted to be a nurse. And then I decided, well, I want to work with kids as well. So I decided I'm going to be a pediatric nurse. And then years kept on going by. You know, this is like the span of 3 years, I think. Then I was like, well, I want to be more than a nurse, but I don't want to be a doctor because doctors have a lot of schooling. And I was not down to do that. So then I was like, I'll be a nurse practitioner. So a nurse practitioner, what they do is they do basically everything that a doctor does, except they just don't have like the credentials, like the doctorate degree or the cash flow coming in. So I was like, I'm gonna do that. And then after that, I was like, well, I kind of want to work with oncology. Oncology is cancer. So the reason why I decided I wanted to do oncology was because around the same time, a whole bunch of people at once kind of ended up getting diagnosed or having it at the same time, having cancer, all different forms of cancer. So to me, I felt like I had to like do something to be able to help them. And I know that cancer surrounds everyone's life, basically. I realize that. And so if I were to ask any one of you right now, if we were all in one room together, and I were to say, how many of you know who, one person that has had cancer or has it right now, I can guarantee you that 99 or 98% of you would be raising your hand. So that's how I came to the conclusion that I wanted to work with pediatric oncologist nurse practitioner in that field. And then I came to a little bump in the road like a month and a half or a month ago, and I started having doubt, being like, is this really the career for me? And do I really want to do this? And I had uncertainty, and I'm still uncertain, but that was really, really, really scary for me. And I didn't like that feeling because I have always known basically that I wanted to be in the medical field. So I had some sort of like something to lean on to. Didn't really worry about what I needed to do. Kind of just like went along the path. I took ROPs, which were medical ROPs. I was learning about it. I was volunteering in a hospital. So I was like, I'm all set. And then having this uncertainty in my life, being like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I want to do with my life. And so I feel like vlogging could have been the thing that had me start thinking like this. I started vlogging because I was like, hey, this seems fun. Why not do it? And then I started doing it, and I really liked it because it was kind of like a video diary of my life. So I got to watch back on it, and to be able to see how much fun I was having through everything, it made me really realize that I wanted to do something that I really, really enjoy, something that's going to make me happy, something that I'm going to be able to be my weird self in, something that I'm going to be able to be laughing and joyful all the time, and realizing that if I wanted that, it's going to be hard to get that in the field that I wanted to be in, because that field has a lot of stress and a lot of depression and a lot of sadness. There's going to be a lot of deaths. There's going to be a lot of hard, long hours on your feet doing paperwork that's not that fun. And I'm a person that likes to think in the future. So as well as, even though it's going to be sad and depressing, I want to have a family when I'm older. I want to get married sort of young and have kids sort of young. Like, I want to get married. I'm not going to obviously plan like exact date or whatever. Like, that's crazy. God has a different plan for me, and I can't predict what day I want. Or what age. But I would prefer to get married around like 23, have kids around like 25 to 27 or something like that. So I was thinking, to be a pediatric oncologist nurse practitioner, it is a ton of schooling. It's like 9 to 13 years of schooling. So if I were to have a kid at 25 or 27 or even 30, I'm still going to be in school. I want to be able to pay attention to my daughter or son, give them everything that I have, because my mom did that for me, and so I want to be able to do that for my child. And if I was still going through schooling, I wasn't going to be able to give them all the attention that they needed, and to be able to be there every waking moment for them. And say if I was to finish early, I would be having to work a ton to be able to work off all that debt. And then again, I wouldn't be able to be with my child. So I just had a lot of stress, and I was praying and praying and praying and praying, like, where am I supposed to go? What path am I supposed to be on? Asking God, like, show me, like, give me a shining bright light, like, to exactly where I'm supposed to be, because I didn't know. And I've been having to trust in Him and just know that He will work it out, and there's no reason for me to stress over it. I can't drop out now anyways, which I was thinking about. I was thinking about when it got really low, or when I got really low, I was thinking about possibly dropping out. I was thinking about taking a year off. So I came to the conclusion that I'm going to stay in school for now until I know exactly until I see God's divine path for me. And so during that time of hardship, I had my camera on you guys, even though not a lot of people watch. It was my outlet. I was able to, and like, even, so what I would do is, I would just be like speaking to my camera, like, and then when I felt alone one time, I literally just like poured all of it out into my camera, and acted like the camera was my best friend, because I felt like I didn't really have anyone to talk to about this. So I kind of just like cried in my camera. I ended up not posting it, but so it became my therapy, I guess you could say. And so I realized, this is where I think I want to be. I want to be somewhere in the entertainment industry, or somewhere where I can be super artsy and crafty, because I'm a person that loves making concoctions. I've always done that when I was younger. I would make perfume out of plants. I don't know, I was a weird little girl, but it's okay. But so I feel like I want to do something in the arts or something like that, where I can be creative, I can be happy, I can be weird, I can pour everything out, my emotion, just like, I don't know, something that is gonna keep me to being my happy, bubbly self. So I'm still praying. I'm still curious on what I want to do. I don't know the exact career, but about like a week and a half ago, I would say, I finally had some release and some like weight lifted off my chest when we took this test in my Counseling 140 class. I got the results back. It was about my personality, and then it ended up showing us like careers that go with our personality, and all the careers that I was possibly thinking of like changing into like the entertainment world, hair, cosmetology, interior design, something like that, they were all on that. And I was like, is this a sign? Like, what's going on? And then I was praying one day. I was like, Lord, I ask you to help me, to give me clarity, to give me guidance. And what is different than all the other prayers that I was saying, asking the same exact prayer, but the one thing I didn't do was I didn't listen. So I decided to sit back and just rest, close my eyes, and listen for his answer. And I felt like he told me, go for it, go do what your heart desires. And that is when that weight was lifted off my chest, because I was too worried about what people would think about me, because I have said I wanted to be in this field for a really long time, in the medical field. And so everyone knows like that's who I am. And then if I change that, I felt like people were gonna be like, oh, she's not hardworking, she doesn't care, or she's someone that is giving up. And I just felt like it was really hard on me, wondering what my family was gonna think. I talked to my mom about it one time, and the answer that she gave me was, I want you to be happy, and if you feel like this is where God is calling you, go for it. So I don't know, these past few days I've been super happy, and I feel less stressed. And today in my class we had to pick our major for our assignment, and I was like, I don't know what I want to do for my major. And so I was like, what do I do? And I just prayed about it, and I was asking him again, guidance, where am I supposed to be? What am I supposed to do? Repeating it. Sorry, my voice keeps going. And I was looking stuff up, and I felt like the communications major was possibly calling my name, because it's an outlet for many things that I wanted to possibly do, like for acting or being on television or doing something with media, or I don't know, interior design I think even had to go with it because of Joanne Gaines from Fixer Upper. That was her major, and she ends up doing like a internship with television, and then look at her now. So I'm super excited to see what God has planned in store for my life. And if you guys are feeling this way as well, because I've heard from other people that they are feeling the same way as me, freaking out, like, what am I supposed to do? We're only 18, how are we supposed to figure out our life? So if you guys need prayer or inspiration or anything, I'm here for you guys. I'll pray for you even if you don't ask for it, because I know it can be hard and it can be scary. So thank you guys for listening, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, beautiful human beings.